Hello and welcome, my name is Nilaus and this is episode 97 of our Let's Play campaign of Factorio. I've been spending just a teeny tiny bit of time since the last episode on cleaning out a bit of aliens. I didn't feel that that would be something that was so compelling, so I've been out here just harvesting some aliens and we're coming back to the base now. So the part that I have been doing is I have these alien artifacts. 2,700. Oh, don't want that. Don't want that. I actually want you to go away now. Yep, they are just coming in because I don't want them in my inventory at the point. However, now I'm just kicking them in here because they're going to be used a lot. And that will kick off a lot of other things. And let's get down to our overview just while we're at it. So you can see still down here, this is our main problem. I have 310 unresolved items for some, and I still need this one as well. So I'm still have quite a bit of work to be done on the module side. So let's have a look at this one. So you can see things are picking up quite nicely after we added the copper ore intake. Now the copper smelting cannot even keep up. And these are all working very nicely. The plastic is also getting up. I would expect, you can see the blue circuits that was at a hard 50, which is a limit, but now it's starting to go down. And red circuit was also at a hard 100. And that is actually just the fact that we got in here, just drained 2,000 because the machine started up again. Let's have a look. What I've done since last time as well, because I did spend a bit of time, was we created some of these. I've now put them into a nice system and I've put in how much I want of each. And that's now how we provide it into the network. Let's walk through how it works. So all of these things are now being provided into the network. So how much I want of it. So all the way down into different categories. For example, even the rocket parts as well. That want 10 satellites. Maybe I don't actually want satellites, 10 satellites. I'll start with one because I might need something else. And then under combat, I also have some things. For example, the destroyer capsules. Anyway, this one follows the red line, output, 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 into here. This one takes the input from the robot port, multiplied by -1 for each. It comes out, it goes into this one, which basically says, this gets the red one from up here, which is a positive number, and it gets the content that's a negative number. So if there's any residual that's greater than 0, that means this is what I remain to build. And that comes out on the green line. Green line, I've drawn that all over the base because that was just running around. Well, not all over the base, I can see I missed that short line there. And if we look at it here, so that's the red one, that's not interesting. Let's look at the green one here. So I'm still missing 710,000 copper plates before I'm happy. And you can see here, for example, also it's actually quite surprising that I have 46,000 solid fuel that I'm missing because I'm not really producing solid fuel. So you can see here also the parts, the rocket parts, they are of course at 10,000, and as we go down you can see what is most frightening, I think, is the fact that if we go to the 200 part, the alien science, I'm still missing 200 of those. So clearly that's not really working as well as it should be. I don't want these. Well, actually I do want 100 of those just for the hell of it. 100. So I have to be really careful about anything that requires the alien artifacts. Because they are really just running out. And they take a hell of a long time. The launch control is also working quite well, but the reason why, let's go back here, I still have -200 on the alien science is because it's... Why is that? That's because that's the constraint. So every time one is created, it's consumed immediately. What I would like to do this time around is actually adjust the numbers here, or actually start feeding these numbers into the actual production facilities so that we can see that they will start adhering to these rules. And then I will be using this location for tuning the base. So for example, this one, I've now created it. It says when this number is greater than 0, it produces. and this one will stop being 0 when that one goes. It's quite simple, right? There is though the risk that since I am doing it like this, where it's a positive number, that for some reason if I detach it, no, it has to be greater than 0. Let me just try that. That one will stop, right? Let's see. Yes, it will stop. So if I detach, it'll stop producing. I'd rather have it stop producing than I'd have it accidentally overproducing. I'll put that back. Let's assume it's put correctly there. There. And this will be sort of my combat square. Now I don't want to hook up the copper and iron just yet, because that's boring. I now have 100 of these, so as I go up to this area where I'm missing some, here, I should see that 100 disappears instantly, and I'm down to 210 missing. Oh well, it's still a start. Let's get up to our build everything factory, or whatever we should call it, the mall, the whatever, this part. I've dragged the lines here. So for example, if we look at this one, how many, what are we currently building? We're building 2,000. Well, I'm gonna change that now. This will be then rails greater than 0. How many do we have? We have 2,000. So that's already done. And can I, how many? 110 are scheduled for pickup. Roboports. Yes, autosave. What if I do that? What will happen? Nothing will happen. So it is a lot of clicking here. Those are under that domain. I suppose all of these, they should get, oh, I have almost 100 of those again. That's pretty easy, or pretty efficient. So these as well, when solar panels greater than 0. It's actually quite easy to set this up. And they're now producing. They're producing quite fast. How many do I have? I don't know how many I have actually. I'm also seeing that almost all of them are actually, exactly all of them are transported down south. And that will be, yeah. Okay, let's have a look at science, because that's where we have the issue. I need launch control. Launch 1 rocket per scanning cycle. Well, that seems quite reasonable. That one, I'm missing the orbital iron cannon. That's another 2,000. And I'm missing this one, which is another 1,000. Auto-targeting system periodically scan for spawners, and if any are found, they will automatically designate them as a target for your iron cannon in orbit. That sounds very nice. I'd like that. Right, moving on to the next part. I'm quite happy. Whoops, nope, that's not working. I'm quite happy with the way that this has been set up, because it's an incredibly easy setup I need to do on all of these. So I have a few here that are not working. And this is green science greater than 0. What does it provide on the green science? Well, it doesn't matter, all the green science are here. How much do I need? Oh, I'm producing 50 in those. I think that's a bit overdoing it, isn't it? It's not going to be that fast that it requires 50 in each. But now this science is actually working quite efficiently. Why does this one not have any speed cycles? That's okay. This is blue science, and that one's blue science as well. Pretty good actually. This one, for example, why do I not have any of these? Yeah, I did not build any of them, but of course I'm gonna need it. That's actually a bit of an issue. Because even though I don't need those yet. See, I tested it with this one. Said they need to build 1,000, and they're needed for my destroyer capsules. Technically, they're needed for the defenders. It's needed for the distractors. It's needed for the destroyers. Didn't I have a bit of? Nope, I already lost all of that. So what we're doing here? This one, engines greater than 0. 0. I can't touch that one yet. You know, I think it's better to... Nope, we're gonna go straight into the next orbital ion cannon. Even though I'm gonna wreck the whole thing by doing this. Remind me that I need to go down and fix this. Those... I'm gonna take notes on a piece of paper here, which ones I have forgotten. So that's belt and grenade. Those are important to build. Maybe not actually, but doesn't matter. How many do I have? I just have 100. So grenades there. Walls. I don't know. I don't think I need it, but let's say how many. I have 500. That's before I decided that biters was such a bad idea. Next one, turrets. It's all of my combat science that I'm completely forgetting. And that's because I have kind of disabled the biters in this iteration. The radars though, I have 20 of those. I don't know what have I requested? Oh dear, I don't know. 10 maybe, I suppose. So that's radar there. It's stopped because it doesn't go. This one, how many do I have in here? 100. Well, that's a bit excessive, isn't it? Let's put 50 in here. Do I even have any? Yeah, I still have 1,000. Right, how many of those? I have 200 there. That's pretty good. That's exactly what I want, isn't it? That's when... And this one is... It's inactive. Great. It works. Blue signs. 0. Just you're busy. The blue signs is constrained, and so is the green. It's a bit stupid that I have one green up here, and yeah, now I'm just gonna mess it up. This one will be green signs. Copy, paste. So these are now green, and that one needs to be changed down here. Copy, paste. Let's get some of these in, some filter inserters, some batteries. All of my batteries I have. So these should be working. This one is also copied from here, and that one's copied there. Great. Now I have some small things that need to go into the green. What is this one requesting? I don't have any of those. Okay. Are they actually constrained? Well, they are constrained, aren't they? That's interesting. They must have 100 of those. Why are they not brought in? See this one. Is it stuck? This is interesting. This one's not producing. This one is filters, logistics network. But where are my 100? What if I request them, then maybe they will come. There's a problem here. Definitely is a problem because this one is not doing anything. This one should be getting these in, but they're not. This one should be building, but it is not. Okay, they cannot be exported. This one says when. I'd like to know what it actually says here. Okay, that one is very empty. Can I even see? Oh, I can't see anything on this one. I hate this overview. I hate the fact that I can't see anything on this view. So maybe I have 100 filter insert or normal inserters. I'm gonna put inserters on the list of things I need to move up. Inserter, whatever it is, I need to multiply it by 2. That's peculiar because that completely jams the green signs, and without green signs nothing really goes on. The red signs, well, I might as well switch that one. Red signs greater than 0. It works. It's this one that's somehow wrong. I can't figure it out. I'm just gonna rebuild it. This one is that one greater than 0, and then stops. Interesting. Now barrels, I didn't even remember those. I need a lot of those, and also tanks, and not the shooty type. And that's barrels there. Tanks I did not build. Now that's an issue. How the hell does that work? Okay, I'm just gonna go down here and figure something out. That one? No. Not input, but input. This one will take when filter inserters greater than 0 output filter inserters. I'm doing this because I don't get it. I don't get what's going on. Nothing. There are no filter inserters in the network. Oh, I know why. It's because in my setup I do not have filter normal inserters. Now the other one I wanted to see was the barrels. Then output barrels. How many? None? But then it shouldn't be working, should it? Oh, okay. The reason why it's working is actually because it's less than 0, I guess. Because it's being requested so much. Actually, that indicates to me that it should have one of these. And barrels and tanks, they have not been set up. Okay, there you are. I do not have chests though. Chests. Steel chests. And these bad boys, they are also important. Because I want more of this. I can't believe that I'm not getting any. This one is, and you can see here I'm requesting 14,000 more because I want a lot of it. I want all my stone to go into that production. All right, I think that now let's hold on. Why did I not do this one? I just completely skipped it. That's also gates. I'm not going to use gates for anything. I might use gates for moving across some dangerous places of the railroad tracks. But that's about it. This one is filtered. So there's a bit of work here on setting this up, but I think that it's a great way of just figuring out how the base actually operates. This one is the service wagons. Next one, I wish I could get some nicer trains. The default ones, they're kind of boring. And of course, by saying that, I mean I wish I could use Angel's trains, but unfortunately there are so many dependencies in those trains that I would have to get all of Angel's mods, and I do not want to run all of Angel's mods, but I'd love to have his crawler trains. They're so awesome. Or Yuki trains, actually. Maybe I could take those. They are the uranium power. They look really cool. But the default trains, they're boring. This one I have not produced any of there. I'll just write lab as well. and chemical plants. And this is now where I get kind of in trouble. Oh, this is not producing because of that. And assemblers, gray, blue, assembler. Because I'm gonna have to build some. I have to also, what I didn't do was build prerequisites. Not a lot of things are restarting because actually I'm having all these I have 200 here. These are minus there. All of them are less than, in my new setup, it's actually less than what is requested here. Pump jacks, nope, nothing. And this is, those I have removed. Oh, repair. Repair definitely have not done. They are here. And chests, steel chests, I have not done those either. That's okay, those are the one, I know that. These I have done. This one will probably spring into action now. Let's see. No? Did I only request 50 of those? I guess so. The reason why I don't link all of them up first is because I prefer doing them one by one. Then there's much bigger chance that I actually remember it if I just do it one by one. I know I could sort of drag it all the way through on all of them and just but I kind of like this one. I don't know why, but I think I do. Any lemma line, that's just the last line. This is excellent, so we can still make good time on getting back to the control center. That one, did I click correctly? Yes. It is surprising how none of it actually gets in. This one will get started, I am sure of that. What? Why is nothing being provided in here? See, I have 96 of those. Why are we not building? Enable? You're enabled? Why is that? I'm just gonna go down to this check. No, I removed it. I'm a moron. I should not have removed it. That's my check thing. Actually, I'll do it with this one instead. I'm worried that it is now. I've now built something that just doesn't work. This one multiplied by 1 and output the same. What am I outputting? 104. So if I'm saying 104, you're getting, you have those. This one should be working. Enabled. Enable condition when substations are greater than 0. That's just not enabled at all. Why? Why, oh why? Is it still connected? Oh shit, it's connected to both. I did not know that. I thought it replaced. Oh crap. Oh crap. Then I actually have to go like this. Like that. And then this one. Now I can make that. And that means as well this one. I don't think it's the easiest is to take it out. That took a while for me to discover. That means also on this, I'm gonna go in here and disconnect it. In here, disconnect it from the network. I can't have both connections. If I'm controlling it, I'm controlling it from there. Now it works exclusively on the base of this. This one will not work though. It will not work because I don't have a number for it. Great, finally. Alright, that's a bit of work to be done. I'm just going to run down the last path here. This is red wire. Disconnected from the network. I did not know that, but at least I found out. Good thing we had a look at this together, so we figured it out. Change station is greater than 0 and remove from network. Pumps, I do not have pumps either. Don't know if I need it. Hook it up. Where are pumps actually? They are here. And disconnected from the network. So I'm going to disconnect everything from the logistics network here. Well, that's just a few extra clicks, but that's fine. That also explains why this one, for example. Oh, that's not connected. Oh, that's just disconnect. And now the base is really kicking into gear. Why is it grabbing stuff? It should not export. Oh, actually I said that should be 1000. There. I'll just do this one line out. Interesting is that it just jumps into action just a tiny bit. Okay, I'll come back for the rest. Let's just hurry up and rush down to our overview. I'd like to end at the overview, and here are my 100 modules that are being put in here. I don't have any modules, and I don't have anything missing. It's good. Oh, look at this swarm. I love it. This is becoming quite a nice base. Okay, let's rush down here. Take a look. Almost 100,000 copper ore. The iron plates is working quite well. The coal is, well, it's getting there. Green circuits are all the circuits, they are maintaining it. And let's get over here, for example, under the combat parts, for example, where I still need to build something. So what, for example, I did not have under combat was turrets. Let's just say, let's build 50 turrets just for the hell of it. Walls, I don't know, 200 just for the hell of it. Gates, 50. Let's see, that's turrets, walls, grenades as well. Just build 100. And what else am I missing? So that's grenades, walls, turrets. Let's go to the inserters. Those are the most important ones because I should of course have done that. As soon as I have these 100, it should jump into action. That's my inserters. Barrels. That's actually a bit strange where I have the barrels. Barrels, I'll put that all under oil. So we'll just take the raw barrels. I want 1,000 of those. And the tanks as well, I'll also put that under oil. Tanks. No, I don't want very many. I just want 50. Steel chests. I'll put those under logistics though, under robotics. I know it's not robotics, but they only use it as a prerequisite there. So that's maybe 100. Steel chests. And then I wrote something I cannot see. Oh, lab. Okay, that's under science. Build the science lab. I'll just build 20 of those. I don't know why I would want that, but you never know. Gray and blue inserter assemblers. That's under production. I have the yellow ones, but I'm gonna make them down here. That one. That one. So this one will be, I'll put 50 in each. I think that's very reasonable numbers. And repairs and pumps. Repairs, I'll put those under robotics because it's the robotics using them. Repairs, 200. And pumps, that's under, it's under fluids, right? So that's, I'll put pumps here, even though I don't think I use it for that. So let's build, I don't know, 20. I don't never use it. All right, so now we've upgraded all of that, and I think it's time to wrap up this episode. So that was a pretty nice episode in my opinion. Let's just, one more thing I want to check is the content of the network in terms of, I still have 677 alien goo, but they are going down fast. That is an issue. Anyway, it's time to wrap up, and we'll continue building out the mega base soon. So thank you very much for joining, and I'll see you next time. Bye.